Major fire at a restaurant in North Goa's Arpora has claimed 25 lives. Identification of the bodies is still underway and the postmortem process on about 17 bodies has been completed. Now, viewers, 5 bodies have already been handed over to families, and of the 6 injured, 1 has been discharged while 5 still remain under treatment. Now, in this incident, police have registered an offence at Anjana police station under multiple sections of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. At this point, senior officers are supervising the investigation and 4 staff members have already been arrested. Now, FIR has also been filed against the club owners. Remember, this incident took place late Saturday night inside Birch by Romeo Lane. Thick smoke filled up the enclosed area and many people could not locate an exit in time. So as a result, in fact, they died due to suffocation is what we're given to understand. Now, the structure already had poor ventilation and limited escape routes. Fire crews, in fact, struggled to reach the venue. Narrow access roads forced them to halt hundreds of meters away from the spot. So viewers, definitely the incident raises the question that how was a high footfall venue permitted at a location where emergency access was nearly impossible. In fact, there are also concerns about a safety oversight. Now, initial reports pointed in fact to a possible cylinder explosion, but later the Chief Minister said that the fire likely began after fireworks were burst inside the club. So again, a question comes up, were any checks in place to prevent such a hazardous activity? Officials now confirm that the venue in fact lacked proper fire safety permissions and yet it continued to operate. Now, the Goa government has also ordered a statewide audit of nightclubs and restaurants to identify similar violations.
इंसिडेंट्स यानी 11:45 रात को हुआ, आरपोरा यह जगह पे हुआ है और इंसिडेंट होने के बाद तुरंत विद इन द 45 मिनट्स आवर एंटायर पुलिस टीम, फायर डिपार्टमेंट टीम्स वाज देयर. लेकिन इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द फायर डिपार्टमेंट्स टू रीच टू दैट एग्जैक्टली टू द क्लब बिकॉज ऑफ द वेरियस ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस. बट फिर भी यानी विद इन हाफ एन आवर जो फायर कंट्रोल वहाँ लेना था उन्होंने फायर कंट्रोल लिया और जब अंदर जाके उनको सिर्फ यानी 2 डेड बॉडी ऊपर दिखे, इसीलिए उन्होंने पहले उसको सिर्फ 2 डेड बॉडी बताई. लेकिन बाद में जब वो क्लब के अंडरग्राउंड गए तब उसको बाकी जो 23 डेड बॉडीज़ जो दिखे वो दिखे. लेकिन अंदर वाली जो डेड बॉडीज़ थे उनके लिए कोई यानी फायर इंजरीज नहीं थे. बिकॉज ऑफ द सफोकेशन से इंसिडेंट हुआ. मुझे लगता है कि जो प्रिलिमिनरी इंक्वायरी और प्रिलिमिनरी जो रिपोर्ट सामने आया है, जो यानी इलेक्ट्रिकल फायर क्रैकर्स कुछ जो जलाते हैं विद इन द क्लब्स, इसकी वजह से फायर उसको लगी और पूरे ऊपर से उनका पूरा क्लब उसको पहले पूरे आग लगी और बाद में कुछ लोग बाहर आ सके, बाकी लोग जो बाहर नहीं आए, इसलिए इंसिडेंट्स हुआ. So I have conveyed the urgent and high-level meeting today at the 12:15 and continuously I am discussing with all the concerned officers. So the Chief Secretary, DGP, IGP, Secretary Revenue, Collector North, SP have discussed regarding the cause of the incident, and after having the detailed discussions, I have taken the following decisions. 1. To conduct the magistral inquiry through the committee comprising of the District Magistrate, SP South, Deputy Collector of the Deputy Director of the Fire and Emergency Services, Director Forensics regarding the procedural lapses and resulted in the mischief, and to submit the report to the government within a week. DGP has directed to take the strict punitive actions against the culprit, including the owner, managers and manager of the club and those who have issued the permissions. The committee shall be, third one, the committee shall be constituted under the chairmanship of the Secretary Revenue for conducting the audit of such clubs, business establishment, etc., which are operating without the valid permissions and wherein there is a likelihood to be gathering of the people in large number. An SOP has framed by this committee for all such establishments to ensure such incident shall not repeat in future. The advisory to issue by SDMA for all club, restaurant and other commercial establishment wherein the likelihood of the significant footfall is there, to ensure and they operate and with the valid permissions and adequate safety provisions.
कल देर रात को आरपोरा में एक नाइट क्लब में आग लगी जिसमें 25 लोग अब तक अपनी जान खो चुके हैं। कई लोग बहुत सीरियसली इंजर्ड हैं जो अभी जीएमसी में भर्ती हैं। वो बचेंगे कि नहीं बचेंगे हमें पता नहीं। सबसे पहले जिन लोगों की जान गई है उनके परिवारों के साथ हमारी संवेदना है, और जो लोग अभी अस्पताल में भर्ती हैं हम उम्मीद करते हैं वो जल्दी ठीक हो। लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी बीजेपी की गोवा सरकार को इसका जवाब देना पड़ेगा। कैसे लाइसेंसेस के बिना एक वाटर बॉडी के अंदर नाइट क्लब चल रहा था? किसने परमिशन दे दी? और अगर लाइसेंसेस और अप्रूवल्स नहीं थे तो बिजली का कनेक्शन कैसे मिला? पानी का कनेक्शन कैसे मिला? लिकर लाइसेंस कैसे मिला? क्या किसी को पता नहीं था वहाँ पे इतना बड़ा नाइट क्लब चल रहा है? आप नॉर्थ की कोस्टल बेल्ट में जाइए तो हर रेस्टोरेंट का मालिक, हर नाइट क्लब का मालिक आपको बताएगा कि हफ्ता वसूली होती है। सारे नेता हफ्ता वसूली करते हैं, और इस करप्शन की वजह से आज 25 लोगों की जान चली गई है। आज गोवा में इतना करप्शन हो गया है, हर चीज़ का रेट है। पानी का कनेक्शन चाहिए उसका रेट है, बिजली का कनेक्शन चाहिए उसका रेट है, एनओसी चाहिए उसका रेट है। और आज इस करप्शन ने 25 इनोसेंट लोगों की, जिनका कोई कसूर नहीं था, 25 बेकसूर लोगों की जान ले ली है।
Today, when Goa woke up to this very sad, tragic news with the loss of precious lives, it is a blot on Goa, because Goa was considered as a tourist destination. But in the last few years, there has been a total collapse in law and order. This tragedy is a result of the collapse of law and order. There is no law and order. This is just one of the many failures that is coming out in the open. When the Chief Minister himself says that there were no permission, and if this matter was raised in the Assembly in the August session, that means the CM is accepting that he has not taken any action despite it being raised in the Assembly. That means at the highest level.
Goa being a global destination, well, my experience of Goa is exactly 2 decades back, because I was DGP Goa for a very short period during 2005. And then also the issues were the same. The issues are not new. And Goa is a highly politicized place, unfortunately. And many considerations which are other than political considerations, they are lost in the somewhere in the sidelines, and people are not able to take those kind of precautions. Now, coming to this incident, I'm not aware of exactly what happened, what kind of licenses were there, whether they were not there, what kind of precautions had been taken, what exactly is the location of the place. But as I hear it, that the fire service and the police could reach the location in about 45 minutes, as the Honorable Chief Minister has stated. 45 minutes is a very long time, in my opinion. That 45 minutes for the fire service and the police to reach is not an ordinary time. And then if this place was such that there were narrow lanes or whatever way the fire and the police had to negotiate to reach there, I presume that the presence of the police and the presence of the authorities should have been there at this place, in the sense that I have no idea what kind of police arrangement was there. But the fact remains that there are series of licenses, series of permissions which would have been required for this nightclub, I am sure.
So here I am playing a video of local MLA Michael Lobo, and he's shocked. He's telling in this video that there is no authority who can permit nightclubs in Goa. And he's a local MLA, he's a BJP guy, and he's saying he has these files with him. This is on some local Goa channel, Goa 365, and local MLA Michael Lobo is saying that I don't know since when Goa has started permitted night license. There is no system of giving night license in Goa. But then this club, this bar was running without any permission. It was illegal. This was raised by the Sarpanch. This was raised by the Congress party in the house, and the Sarpanch raised it several times. And who is the in charge of all these things? The CM himself. Now CM is coming out in the media and he's saying that this happened due to a firecracker broke out or something. So Goa is a place where you attract maximum tourists from foreign and from local, our own domestic tourism. But what is happening is that there is no accountability. I was speaking with the locals. I am the only panelist here, I think, who is an outsider. Mr. Savio and former DJP, they are locals. They'll tell you that, and I don't know if they'll tell you openly or not, but I'm told that BJP leaders and BJP ministers, they invite people from outside and allow them to open bar, restaurant in Goa.
Being a Goan, it is absolutely shocking, disappointing, and heart-wrenching to actually wake up to such news in the morning. In fact, we got it late at night that something like this was happening. And the total tragedy was when we realized a little earlier in the morning. The point is this: firstly, and first and foremost, the reason for the entire incident was that there were fireworks, as the CM has stated in his statement to the media, fireworks inside the venue. Why? Because there was a belly dancer that was performing, and those pyros were lined up, 10, 12 of them, inside a venue that had wood around and had dried grass that gave it a shack-like atmosphere. And that is why when the CM and the Goa police have put culpable homicide not amounting to murder, let me be brutally honest and state it is murder. It is murder when you light fire inside a flammable area and there are people that are inside that nightclub. That's point number one. Therefore, Luthra and the owners of that particular club must be tried for murder and not culpable homicide. Number one. Number two, it is a complete failure of the Goa administration department to allow for such illegalities to stay there in the first place. The other restaurant belonging to the same owners, which they have now looked at, is also illegal.